I found myself in beautiful Tampa, Florida. My son was in school, and we got the call that we needed to come in and meet with his teacher, meet with the principal, and discuss a behavioral problem. So really what ended up happening, he was labeled attention deficit. And the school system, we were shocked at the time. They had a doctor there, and he was hunched over, ready to write a prescription.
So the school doctor or something like that?
It was like it was not even a school doctor. It was like this doctor that, it turns out, was moving from school to school. That's what was happening at this time. This was 1995. And
so when I was growing up, let me just stop. That's around that time, and a lot of my friends had ADD, had Ritalin, had all these things attached to it. So I'm not surprised.
That's what we were dealing with. And, I just asked what the issues were, because they described his behavior as a problem. And the one thing I recall them mentioning, he climbed up on his desk, and then he jumped off. Oh, and I'm like waiting for
the anarchy.
And what, did he have a sword in his hand? Is that when he grabbed the rifle? I'm like, well,
Did he jump onto the teacher's neck?
And that was it. And I was like, well, that kind of reminded me of myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, to me, it sounded like a normal, young boy. But here, the doctor was ready to write a prescription for drugs that I was told he could be on for his entire young life. And so Lynn and I, my wife Lynn, she comes from generations of family farming and has always sort of groomed us to look to nature. We've never really been drug people. And so we kind of backed out of the room, respectfully declined the prescription. And it was by, I guess serendipity or just good fortune. She bumped into a naturopath, a medical doctor, and this guy recommended superfoods. He said, there's some studies out there that indicate some of these algae and, intense greens, some of these ancient foods have been shown to help people with cognitive disorders, and so...
So when you say cognitive, so those foods can affect like certain parts of your brain to help them focus or to gain focus or things like that.
That was the idea. And so, this was all so new to us. I mean, really, superfood, think about this, 1995, I had never heard the term. I had no idea what a superfood was. Frankly, I did picture a cucumber with a cape.
Yeah,
because